Okay, hello. Once again, it's me and you. I'm Troy White. I'm going to talk about how fear and greed how they work in investments and specifically on investors. So basically, there's some fundamental understandings that you need that I want you to receive and based on this fundamental understanding of investor behavior and financial psychology, I want you to be able to know that about yourself and be able to make better financial decisions, better investment decisions. So, let's start here. People fundamentally hate to lose more than they love to win. Think about that. People hate to lose more than they love to win. So, that has an impact on your investing and investor behavior, financial psychology, all impact your actions. Remember, uh, nothing matters what you think. What matters is the actions you take. And so I'm counting inaction as an activity that impacts your investing, right? And so people hate to lose more than they love to win. So avoidance of financial pain is what they're doing. And so avoidance of financial pain keeps people at a standstill. Back to what I said, inaction is an activity because it's standstill. I'm standing here. I'm going to just stay right here where I'm at. Now, standing here where you're at is falling a little bit further behind all the time. So, there is no standstill, first of all. You think what you think standing still is being on an escalator thing going backwards. You know them things in the airport when you be riding and you go like this, and when you was a kid or your kids jump on it, that they didn't have them when I was a kid, but they jump on them and me and my kid do this and we go backwards, right? Well, that's what it is when you think you just saving. No, that's you on that little walking thing going backwards. So investing is the only way to keep pace and it's the only way to get ahead and get on the escalator that's going up. All right, so that's the preaching part. So avoiding financial pain keeps people at this standstill. So this is called paralysis of analysis. Sorry, I'm shaking the video. Paralysis of analysis. And basically, it's just inaction, prettied up with a better term on it. Would make it sound scientific, but really mean you ain't doing nothing. So break that down. So paralysis of analysis is actually inaction. Well, what's inaction? You ain't doing nothing. You're supposed to be doing something, you ain't doing nothing. So why not? Why are you not doing nothing? Usually it's not a factor of the money. It's not about you not having money because you live in America. You have enough money to invest because enough money flow through your hands as an American. And as an African American, a lot of money flow through your hands. And so those dollars that flow through your hands need to be put to work to invest. So why aren't they? Because you're scared. You're scared. So being scared is what do I mean by that? Because you could be a tough guy out on the streets and and but investing and saving and financial planning is the real world. It's the grown-up world. It's the world of achieving big time things and keeping your achievements and passing your achievements on. It's it's not hood money. And so tough guy in the hood is often, it's they scary in real life meaning the investment world, the business world, taking that hood mentality to the boardroom. And I don't mean uh tearing up stuff. I mean the intellect and the interpersonal relationships and the bullyism. Take the bullyism off the street and put it to the business world, and you'll go far. So, again, preaching. So, that same fear of that a big time bully would have, that fear is still there when it comes to finance investment. And it's based on the fundamental thing that when you lack knowledge of something, you are tentative about it. And we just fear going in, the fear of the impact that it's going to be on me financially, socially, personally. I'm gonna feel like a failure. I'm gonna fail at all these things. So you know what, so as long as I'm not losing right now, then I will just stand right here. That's the thought process there. So that's all based on that fear. And so greed has a similar impact. So greed is it can cloud your judgment, especially when it comes to financial decisions and investments, because greed is when you heard someone say, "Oh, I hear that GameStop is the hot stock. I heard that AMC theaters is the hot stock." All these things that over any given year, there are going to be a lot of things said and assumed and mentioned that about stocks that this is the hot thing. But the fundamentals of the market means by the time it becomes the hot thing, that the value is already chewed up. Now you're just as a regular retail investor buying the car at the highest possible price. You ain't getting no deal in it. So why did you want to buy that car? And replace the word car for stock. So, okay, you just buying the stock now. There's no value in it. What about the fundamentals made you want to choose that stock? So that's making a wise financial planning and investment decision, and you need a professional usually to bounce these particulars off of, to have these conversations with. Moving on. These like I say, greed can cloud your judgment, and this is because in part from a lot of reasons, but one of them is investor bias. You bought it, you would die hard for that stock. So sometimes you'll ride it to the end, ride it to the bottom. Well, it's no longer an investment, right? You need to make rational decisions, not emotional decisions. The stock market is a reactionary market. It's an emotional market, but that doesn't mean you have to be a reactionary investor and an emotional investor. And so the financial planning helps remove you from the anxiety and feeling that you need to jump on the hot thing. So we're doing our thing. We're not doing the hot thing, the latest thing. We're doing our thing consistently. When I say our thing, I mean me as a practitioner and you as a client have devised a strategy, and that's what we're doing. We don't care what's hot, and we probably slowly buying that stock anyway. We probably are dollar cost averaging into that stock. So we love it when you fools juke the price up like that, and because we benefit from it. So that also embedded in what I'm saying, fear and greed makes you just react to things, to events, whereas we working with my clients, and understanding financial literacy, the markets and investing, you understand that volatility is going to occur, period. Volatility meaning the stock gonna go up and down anyway. So what you gonna do about it? So you want to buy stock stock ABC. You want to buy that stock, and so let's say you had a crystal ball. The crystal ball say the stock is going to go up and down. Okay, bam, that's some important information. I could pretty much tell you that anyway. I got a crystal ball to tell you that is the history. Stocks go up and they go down. So what you gonna do about that? You say you want to invest in it and you know it's going to go up and down. So what you going to do? But you don't know the date when that's going to occur. So what you going to do? How you going to get in it? You got to learn. You got to know. It's a way. You need to benefit from both ups and downs. All right. Moving on. The fear is the greed part is the investor bias, and also you start to thinking that that you just good like that you just know how to pick stocks right. But there's a thing in the stock market that when the market is up, that means all the stocks are up. So pretty much it's hard for you to fail. It's hard for you to fail just picking stocks, but people continue to fail, but they fail because of their investor behavior, their actions, what they did. They end up buying high and selling low versus the opposite. The opposite is buying low, selling high, and that's the only way to make profits. Period. The only way you make profits in a business or investment of any sort is to enter it at one level, that value to increase, and then you sell it after it increases. If when people say, oh yeah, I sold candy at school when I was little, that's the only way you made money. You bought it in a bulk, so you was able to buy it at a lower price. You sold it at a higher price. That's fundamental, but people don't do that. They don't do it because they think they're good at it, but their fears and greed tug in opposite directions, and they think, wow, rising tide is lifting all the boats. That means everybody was succeeding. But then as soon as things are not going good, now you have to rely on some sort of knowledge. But investor fears kick in. Anxiety causes you to sell. And so the result is that many Americans on a significant number of their investments are buying it at a higher price than what they sold it at. And it's because of this cycle of fears. And some people just come across a niche opportunity. And so, when that opportunity is over, they still have that confidence that they just know how to make money. But no, someone introduced you to some niche area or some unique field, some unique circumstance that was making you money at that time. And so, you basically, let me translate, you was just balling right there. Your block was cranking, but it doesn't always last like that. The block was hot and now it's not. And so, you had plug and now you don't. And so now what you gonna do? You was just good at that one thing with that one supplier of that one product. You have to expand far beyond being pigeonholed like that. And so how can you do that? Financial literacy, improve your knowledge. That's the only way. And so, these circumstances make investors think they have skills that they don't have when they're in these unique circumstances like that. And so when those circumstances change, you need the ability to react without emotion and based on proper analysis and move forward with the ability to react and make adjustments on your financial plans. So fundamentally, having a financial plan is how you do that. You got to have a plan to be able to adjust your plan. So then the fear paralyzing, many of us, especially African Americans, paralyzing us in a lot of ways from becoming investors, from becoming entrepreneurs. It's impacting the wider community. You not reaching your potential makes it harder for me. And not just me specifically, but me figuratively. That means the circle surrounding you can't get much better if you don't get better. And so think about the 5 closest friends you have. And so do you care about them? If you cared about them, you would improve yourself, because we can only be as good as the 5 closest friends we have. So, improve them. So you can improve them by improving you. So again, I'm preaching. All right. So the fear of starting businesses is embedded in what I'm talking about right there. And that fear is kind of like the fear of not knowing how to start it up, how to manage it, the fear of not knowing if clients are even going to give you the opportunity to utilize your services. You might cook really good and you open a restaurant, but that fear stopping you from even starting on that venture is like, well, nobody's going to come to my restaurant. How do I get people there? Because basically there's an answer to each one of those fears. The questions that would alleviate the answers to the questions that would alleviate those fears are there, that they exist, but they have to be brought to you, bundled to you, packaged to you often, and brought to a way that you can understand it in bite size, chunks. So, all right. So the fear of all of these fears combine to stop you from investing. The fear of the complexity of it all. And the more you learn, how complex it is, and how uh, how involved it is to reach the highest heights of your goals. But it can be done. I'm telling you, it can be done. And just like anything, once you get going, you realize, oh, it's not that hard. Anything that you figured out started off like, wow, this is impossible for me to master this. You got into it. Now you know how to do it. You're a veteran at it. Same thing. Just got to get started. And so, that's the fear of unknown, the fear of failing. We can alleviate that fear, especially with professional help. That's really one of that's your ace in the hole, is that professional help didn't used to even exist for you. You used to have 500,000 in investable assets even to access the type of services that our firm provides you now. And that's because of technology. Technology has changed the game, leveled the playing field. And so the technology, we can use this technology to alleviate those fears. And through automating tasks and, your ability to monitor accounts, and interact with your professionals, all of these things are new tools that I'm just bringing to you. So it's not like you've been failing all this time. These things didn't always exist. They've coalesced to now be able to be packaged to provide you with these services. Nobody cared to bring you those services at first, in part because of your economic and socioeconomic position. So moving on, preaching again. So the greed leads to rushed and uninformed financial decisions. And that greed is what gets you to hop on the next tip, to get rich quick schemes. And I'm here to tell you, there is no such a thing as a get rich quick scheme. There's no, they are schemes. There are no realities. There are no get rich quick strategy that anyone can give to you. You could get rich very fast, but that's because of your skills and abilities and your way to interpret all the things that you hear and find opportunities and pull things out of what I'm saying and some of the other things you hear somewhere else. Put it all together and make it work for you and take advantage of an opportunity. So that's your skills that did that. It's nobody can tell you how to do it. So, so also, so, you know, I'm gonna close out, but just on that greed thing, people spend a lot of time looking for a get rich quick scheme. So they spend several years looking for these fast ways to make money, but they never make money. You make, and when I say money, you might have enough money for today and next month at best, but the get rich quick thing never builds wealth. So we need to move past the spending a lifetime trying to get rich quick and spend that time using sound financial planning and investment strategies and decision making. And instead of building wealth fast, you will, getting rich quick, you will build wealth actually. So I don't know how quick it can happen, because investing is all personal. It depends on you. It depends on what you have now. Where are you starting? How much can you invest every month? Is it $100 or $1,000? It's different. It's just literally different for everyone. And so with that, greed and fear is basically equals scared and confused, and which equals bad decision making. And so, how I was saying, all investing is personal. It is, man, it really is. And so, I do a lot of talking about finance and investment is what I do for a living. And I tend to neglect the fact that I'm talking about it, but I can also help you with it. So if you are someone who needs help with your financial planning and investment life, if you are someone who needs to start investing, I am here to help you. So I will start including the links to action if individuals need to take that action. And so, how do you know if you need to take that action, right? So most of the time, people think it takes more than it does to actually become an investor. So, what I can do for you is, I'll tell you about what our firm can do. And at our firm, we can help individuals, families, entrepreneurs, and we help you in three ways. And that is to learn, plan, and invest. So that means you will become financially literate, will make financial plans to achieve your goals, and you will invest according to those plans. And so we do that by helping three types of individuals, or three types of clients. And those are folks who are brand new and they want to get started and get their foot, dip their toe into the waters. And when you're working with us, we're going to actually build a portfolio. So it's about the action. And so the action of learn, plan, invest means we are going to feed you a financial literacy curriculum to build an investment portfolio that it requires to be a knowledgeable investor, that to interpret your own needs and work with the professional to make it happen. And so that financial planning, financial literacy is going to be accompanied by some level of financial planning. So identifying your current financial condition and at least goal setting, set those goals so we'll have something to monitor, and we'll build an investment portfolio on our investment platform that is targeted to achieve the goals that you identify. And we do all this through our online portals. So we have online financial literacy, online financial planning portals, and online investment portals. And so it starts with I mentioned those clients who are just getting started, and then the clients who need a little more assistance than that. They are a little more advanced than that. They are ready for family financial planning. And so we create the financial plans for their entire families, provide the investment accounts required for the entire family, the husband, the wife, the daughter, the son, the niece, the nephew, whomever is impacted by this financial plan. And that includes a more robust portfolio targeted more towards the needs of the family, the setting the family budget, etc. And again, in bite-sized chunks or mobile chunks of learning. And this learning again is not to send you to college, but to give you the knowledge that is required to be successful at building an investment portfolio and a financial plan and working with financial professionals to take it to the next level. And then the third type of client we work with are those who require a more robust and full set of financial education. And so we provide that on our membership membership platform. So you become a member on the platform, and then you have a robust set of knowledge, and based on in various levels, that is most clients are this is also widely used by our investment club clients. So this service is primarily provided to our investment clubs or individuals who want this same service, but it allows you um, to we help you build an investment club and get that started. And we also have the membership level that is geared towards it's to on your business startup and entrepreneurship, as well as another level that is for real estate investing. And then we have our kids club investment training program as well on that membership site. And the kids club program is primarily targeted towards investing for your children, but it is full family financial planning as well, because in order to invest for your children, we must incorporate the family into that. So we have those services, and its cost is not going to be a factor. And, it's geared towards a clientele that we want you to get started and invest. And so we can talk about the fees if you are interested in our services. And so I will include a link to set up a consultation. We're just going to have a chat and just talk just the same way I'm talking to you right now. And there will be a questionnaire that will identify if it's even worth our time, and it will tell you if we are a good fit to move forward with the consultation. And if so, you'll schedule the time and we'll meet and we'll do a video conference or telephone if you prefer, and we'll start identifying the best way for you to move forward. So we'll be taking an action on that call. So if you're not ready to take action, then don't book the call. If you are, then I look forward to talking to you and starting this journey to build your pathway to prosperity, is what I like to call it. So thanks for listening, and I look forward to talking to you soon. All right. Holler.